Hello guys, welcome to CGTN Live and to a very special night of live streaming. Well, today is China's Double 11 Online Shopping Festival. It's the biggest online shopping carnival of the year for the Chinese because this is the time when they usually, in their own words, this is the day when they chop their hands off because right now nowadays all the transactions, all the buying, the activities are happening on one's mobile phone. And this year, consumers are spending big again. I'm now in the media center of Alibaba, the e-commerce giant who started all this festival. And in less than 10 minutes, they are going to release the latest and the final sales data for this year's shopping festival. Now, for those of you who are not yet familiar with Double 11, here are some quick facts. Double 11 is named so because it falls on November the 11th each year, and November the 11th is 4-1. So in a way, it stands for single people. At least that's how it was interpreted, right? So it was meant as a retail therapy for single people, a concept brought up by Alibaba in 2009. They turned it into a promotional event. And in 12 years of time, this shopping festival has grown so big, it's become a global event. And this year, again, we have a record number of participating brands. You can see actually now, this is the media center, and a lot of people, hundreds of reporters, right now here waiting for the clock to turn midnight, waiting for the final sales number to come up. Because, this year, because of the pandemic, interest in the performance of this year's shopping festival is especially high because, in a way, it is a barometer of the China's recovery in consumption amid or post-COVID-19. So you can see, really, all eyes are on the final performance tonight. And so far, we know as of 9 p.m. today, Beijing time, the sales data from Alibaba, they said that the total transaction volume has exceeded $70 billion by 9 p.m. Beijing time. And also on JD.com, Alibaba's major competitor, because right now, the Double 11 Shopping Festival has already, although it was started by Alibaba, has already grown to include all e-commerce platforms in China, including offline retail as well. So back to JD.com, Alibaba's major competitor, it has also raked in more than $36 billion as of 2:30 p.m. But that, we're talking about a period from November the 1st to November the 11th. This year, that's something special about this year's Double 11. The shopping window has been lengthened. So, but all e-commerce platforms have been performing well so far, and the data is, take Alibaba as, for example, again, as of 9 p.m. they have already over $70 billion of sales, and that's a lot more than last year's $38 billion. Last year, the $38 billion performance has already outnumbered Black Friday's online sales by 4 times. So it's 5 times the online sales of Black Friday. That gives you an idea of how this online shopping festival that began in China has become now legitimately the world's biggest online shopping festival. So this is the media center, and we're waiting. We have other reporters doing live process, if you could see, and we have people from Alibaba giving some analysis about the transaction data, as they have, big data now, and so that's where the analysis comes from. Anyways, before all of us are now waiting for another 6 minutes to see the final transaction data, to see the final sales number, and now let me just bring in. Because we're going to do a lot of analysis tonight on the data on China's e-commerce performance. So I'm honored really tonight to be joined by Professor Wu Xiaobo.
It's my big honor to be here.
Dean of the Faculty of Social Science of Zhejiang University.
Yes.
right? So Professor Wu and I, we're going to be watching the number closely tonight, in the hope to give you some, fresh insight into this mass retail event in China, and now the biggest in the world as well, right?
Yeah.
Professor Wu. First of all, I'm sorry to keep you up this late.
No. It's my big pleasure to be here. Yeah,
So-
especially join this young guys carnival.
Young Guys Carnival.
Yeah, but
Indeed,
anyway,
because
That's
most
for every people.
most of the people spending on this day are young people, and
Yeah,
particularly
yeah, sure.
the Generation Z. They are now the main force.
Yeah, but actually I see a lot of elder people in their home touch the panel.
We're talking about the silver economy this year, which has also gotten big because of the pandemic. Because everyone was asked to stay at home, and now
Yeah.
they had to rely on online channels, right?
Yes, sure.
Tell us about you. When you were at home, did you also do a lot of online shopping?
For me, actually, for myself, I didn't touch it so many times of the panel to buy things. Yeah, but I see a lot of my friends, even they are elder people, they touch the panel very busy to buy something new. Yeah.
What did they buy? Do you know?
Yeah, usually for the daily life needs. Yeah, but sometimes they are over buying something.
That's why Chinese say we're chopping our hands off on this day,
Yeah.
because we'll always end up buying more than what we had intended to buy.
Yes. Yeah, but keep people happy.
Double 11 it does keep us happy. You get the bargains, the biggest bargains of the year.
Yes. Yeah, of course. Every year it's carnival. Actually,
carnival.
the carnival actually they create something we call the miracle. That's the miracle in the business. Yeah.
Miraculous, right?
Yeah.
In what way?
Yeah, you see the amount, and not just for the volume, but also for some new things joining this carnival. Yeah, such as this year, I witnessed so many goods sold by the live streaming.
Oh, are you talking about the latest e-commerce trends?
Yeah. New way rising.
We don't know. Well, maybe our audience don't know Li Jiaqi or Wei Ya. These are the big KOLs, the key opinion influencers right now in China. And on November the 1st, when this year's Double 11 began, one night or maybe less than a few hours, they sold billions of yuan of value of goods.
Yeah, that's. Let's see the number. Actually, the transaction could be almost 500. Yeah, 500 billion.
It's over 73 billion.
US dollars.
Yeah, already. Okay, so we're 2 minutes away from the final release, the reveal of this year's number, the sales Double 11, the Double 11 sales number. So yeah, right now there are.
No doubt will be the new record.
Yeah, actually, since the beginning in 2009, the records have been broken year and year again, time and over again.
Yeah, that's
You can see
rising.
it right there, right?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, 2012. That's in RMB though. That's in RMB. In yuan, in 2013, 36 billion yuan. 90 yuan, 90 billion yuan. 2017, more than 100 billion yuan. 2018, more than 200 billion yuan. 260 in 2009, and now 2020. It is getting more exciting. The numbers are still growing.
Yeah, that's almost 500 billion.
Yeah, 500 billion yuan. Yeah, in just a few seconds.
498.
Guys, we're going to witness another record, another history. in China's e-commerce development. Here's the countdown. Let's see.
10, 9, 8, 7,
Everyone's holding their mobile phones up now, trying to snap a picture.
2, 1.
That's amazing.
2020天猫生
Just a little shorter than 500 billion.
哦，
4982亿，这是一个全新的数字。我们看到
It is very exciting.
498.2 billion.
年11月1日0点至2020年11月11日11点
Almost 500 billion.
Yeah, almost 500.
总交额突破4982亿。当然了，我们看
There are some other numbers besides.
Oh, yes. Yeah, especially the participants, worldwide participants.
Yeah. Like over 30,000 international brands taking part.
International buyers. International brands here.
And also 2 million offline
Yeah.
businesses taking part.
调用了 AI 15万亿次。
They also use artificial intelligence in this. So you see technologies.
And especially from the countryside, from the rural areas, you see.
Shops from poverty-stricken areas also taking part.
Yeah, it covers 1,400 counties.
Oh, you mean? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, counties.
Counties, county
and,
level, agriculture
and
products.
agriculture products.
410,000
So
agriculture
we could say
products.
it's a very inclusive.
It is,
Yeah,
and
it's
that's
very
what
inclusive.
e-commerce is about in a way.
Yes, sure.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the power of the e-commerce.
让我们大家记住这样
Story, a new life, new economy.
900
Yeah, new business.
Everyone is busy trying to record this moment,
Yeah.
and we did it together. We witnessed this together, and you guys did it with us.
Happy to witness that. Yeah.
Well, our audience for those of you who are joining us, this is a live stream of the revealing of the final sales data of the 2020 Double 11 Shopping Festival, the biggest online shopping carnival in China.
我们也在12年的轮回当中，
Literally a new
The
year
numbers were
of
just revealed.
e-commerce.
在这样一个特殊的情况下，我们
Yeah, especially after the COVID-19.
内心
Yeah, we're talking about
Not
post-COVID
easy, yeah,
recovery
not
and
easy, yeah.
疫
consumption.
情下措手不及的你。
But this year is different because we have a longer shopping window.
Yes, it's a very different.
都是你
So we could say after the COVID-19,
走在夜未央，
we see the e-business developed even faster.
一生
Yeah.
很长。
Even this,
Of course.
虽然我们
this
经历了天猫
pandemic
双十一全球狂欢，
accelerated
没有
the
过完我们
online sales.
12年
You were talking about your friends. We were talking about silver economy, and you said your friends were also buying things online, right? And that's like what the pandemic did. It educated people about online sales, about online shopping, buying things.
Yeah, actually, even for the well-educated and elder people, they have to change their way of life, adapting the new era.
And that's not just in China, right?
Adapting the new
大
era.
概休息15至20分钟。 稍后
So, guys, tell us where you're watching this from, what you're feeling now. Are you as excited as us? Because this year, the Double 11 also has a record number of overseas brands participating,
Yeah.
and overseas consumers are also buying
Yes,
from
yeah.
platforms such as AliExpress,
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
is like
AliExpress,
and Lazada.
Yeah, very
They're
important.
Alibaba's global retail platforms.
Yeah, this year, according to this data, we could see the imports increased very fast.
You mean international brands?
Yeah. International brands increased about 48%. Yeah, that's the bigger increase. And
I
bigger
saw that
increase.
data as well.
Yeah, so even though internationally we could see some trends, some people see not so much like the globalization. Yeah, but anyway,
We have globalization and globalization all together at the same time, right? So this year we have 26,000 brands, overseas brands,
Yeah.
from 84 countries and regions taking part in Double 11.
Yeah.
And that includes 2,600 new brands.
Yeah.
So we see the growth there.
Yeah, so we see the economy that's born being global. Yeah, even some people didn't so much like the globalization, but the globalization is the incredible, irreversible trends. So we see that even though it's a little bit slowed down, but we see it's still progressing.
Yeah, global trade has suffered a lot this year.
Yeah, and also people like it.
Guys, let us know where you're watching this from, whether you buy anything during this Double 11 festival, which has just concluded. And because we talked about globalization, here are some fun facts that I'd like to share with you. Because, and that's the funny thing about big data, right?
Yes.
We knew that the country, the country that bought the most
from Russia.
is from Russia. Yeah. Russian people. Are any of you from Russia? Let us know, right? And also, gold milk is becoming more popular, even more than imported milk.
Okay, so people pay more attention on the nutrition.
Nutrition, healthcare, right?
Healthcare.
And that is actually one of the most popular categories this
also
year.
we could see the upgrading of people's life here. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
There's some more. We know that. So this one.
Young generation.
But young generation buying, anti-hair loss products.
Yeah.
And
younger, the more they buy.
The post-90s generations are the ones buying the most, hair growing products and imported hair growing products. Even more than the 60s.
Yeah.
People from born in the 60s.
Yeah.
Right. So that's a funny fact. So
interesting indicator.
Yeah, we're just showing you some funny figures here that we had taken pictures of earlier, telling you the consumption habits of consumers overseas. And we have right now is about liquor.
wine.
And this
Different
liquor,
wine, the alcohol.
liquor that is popular among post 95.
Yeah.
So people born after 1995. And the top one is liquor like strong spirits.
Yeah.
Second,
so we could see the people's
brandy.
lifestyle are changing also.
And then followed by whiskey and rum.
Yeah. So we could see Chinese people's lifestyle are getting more and more globally.
Yeah, we're buying more.
Yeah.
We're buying more, definitely.
Yeah.
And actually, yesterday I interviewed the general manager of AliExpress for Spain and Italy.
He should be very happy.
Yeah, but he also gave me some insight about how this festival is growing abroad, especially in Europe. It's becoming more and more popular. In Spain, it is the second most popular shopping event after Black Friday. But he said that he's confident this is going to grow like bigger than Black Friday. And he told us some of the most popular consumer products, textile, like apparel from China, are selling big on these platforms. And also consumer electronics. But in terms of what we're buying, we talked about healthcare products. But then cosmetics has always been like, probably the most popular category. And then
for this sale, I see very interesting role of the KOL. Those guys are leading the trends of the consumption of those used to be the luxury goods actually.
I didn't get that.
Used to be seen as the luxury goods in people's life here in China for the cosmetic things. But now getting more and more popular, and more people try to be
because purchasing power is growing stronger.
So.
But in terms of China's buying power, now if we put it in the context of the global economy, it's it also plays an important role, right?
Yeah.
We were talking about how this figure, we had, so yeah, 74, right? 74 billion. 74 billion US dollars. And that's the figure for this year. The sales data.
Yeah, total
so
volume.
what does this figure mean to global economy?
We could see that China now play even more important role to give the incentives to the global economic growth. China contributed more than 30% of the global economic rising. And for the online sales, now we could see that it play even more important role because its increasing rate is much higher than the traditional way. So that's the more effective way to give the incentive for the economy.
Show our
and
audience
also,
your face. Your handsome face.
Just look at those figures.
Of course.
So anyway, we see that China is playing important role in global economy. We're happy to see that, but also it's supported by the global company actually. So we could see this in this year's total volume, the bigger increasing, but the even bigger increasing, that's the import. Buy more international brands. And in this way, we could see that China to give the strong incentives to the global economy, not just for the domestic economy. So we see that economically.
We did say that international brands, their performance this year has grown by nearly 50%. That's a staggering performance.
Yes. That's dramatic rising. So we could say even though the COVID-19 make this world not so happy, but we could say that the economic rising force still have the incentives, have the
and that's based on the premise that China's got COVID-19 under control.
China,
we were the first country to grapple with the virus, but we were also like the first to recover from it.
But anyway, we see that outside China, in Europe and the United States, more and more people now stay in the home. But
the second wave of infections.
But they stay in the home. They can also buy something. Buy things online. So China also played the role, the leading role to push this trend forward. So that's also good for people.
Right. It seems like they're probably going to give out some releases. Who is that?
President Jiang. Mr. Jiang.
So, okay, this is like going to be a conclusion speech from Taobao. Well, we don't know whether our audience are interested in that, but guys, leave us with some comments. Let us know what do you think of this. It's been an exciting night for us, right?
Sure.
To witnessing this.
It's
a record number.
Very impressive for me to join this carnival. To see there's a new record. New record is made. But anyway, I should say, as a professor of innovation, I do pay attention to the technological innovation. So when important,
let's talk more about what's behind this number, right?
One important indicator that the per second trade transaction per a second is also the new record. That means the computing, we see the computing capabilities rising.
The digital infrastructure that supported all of this.
Yes. You see the Alibaba also pay a lot of attention to developing the cloud-based computing and servicing. And so they are computing, the data is 1 second about 580,000
Let me check it.
580,000 transactions per 1 second. It's a very, very high
So yeah, that is very impressive as well.
Yeah. So with the normal technology, it couldn't be dealt with. Yeah, but now
Actually, one of the
new
reasons.
technology is rising.
One of the reasons that this year they've lengthened the shopping window to this long, to an 11-day period, is that because traditionally retailers and courier services, so the express delivery companies, they have been overwhelmed by the amount of packages.
Yeah.
We have over 1 billion packages. The record was set in 2018, and now far more than that. So for these retailers to dispatch that many goods and to deliver all those goods to consumers, it's a busy month.
Yeah, that's the.
And then of course the transaction you were talking about.
Test the time for the utmost capability of the logistic systems and also the delivery systems. Yeah, but in this way, we could say that in China, there's infrastructures developed did play important role.
Logistics, the digital infrastructure, yeah.
Also, we could say the new business models rising. So
In what way?
with the strong support of the infrastructure improvement, more and more new business model it's rising.
For example?
Yeah, such as you see such as food. For the food, people eat something, buy something to eat. Yeah, normally it's
You mean food delivery?
food delivery.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not so efficient. Yeah, but now you see every city it developed so quick, so efficient. Every driver of the delivery, they have their panel. They say something. Some people call him, and the best road to choose, the quickest way to deliver the goods. Yeah. So also they're using the IT facilities very familiar with.
So one signature thing that you could see if you come to China, in China's big cities, is delivery man busy, like delivering food, takeaways. They're like everywhere on the streets.
But now even
And also mobile payment.
in my university campus, we have the robots to deliver those things.
Robots.
Yeah, robots. Yeah.
You have robots delivering at your campus.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
To deliver the goods. Yeah, actually, my university is the #1 university have the parcels to online buying, the online order the parcels.
So we're seeing these test points or pilot points, right, where these new technologies are being implemented.
Yeah. So currently there's, to my knowledge, that's the 200 robots. Very busy in my university campus.
What about? Are there any latest e-commerce trends that you've observed in terms of China's digital economy development? We talked about like live streaming sales, the social commerce. The way people sell is different now, and maybe the way people buy now is also different because people are now buying from live streams.
Yeah. Now we see that not just the buying, and even those buyers are joining the sellers' innovation. We see the users, buyers, have a lot of very innovative ideas. Now they can directly interacting with the producer to the seller.
Oh yeah, and also even manufacturers. Actually, this year, because of the pandemic, a lot of China's contract manufacturers, meaning OEMs, like the original equipment manufacturers. So they were producing, they were taking the orders from overseas, and then they produce this in large quantities, right? So they don't do retail. But this year, of course, because of a decreased order from overseas, they have to turn to the domestic market, and now because of e-commerce, they can reach consumers directly.
Yeah, directly. But even more, that's not just the one direction delivery. We could see the vice versa. So
because there are big data feedback from consumers through e-commerce platforms, and then these manufacturers, these factories, they know what to produce, what kind of products to develop, which will sell well.
Incentives for innovation.
That's another dimension of innovation we're talking about.
A new pattern rising.
Well, it's been a very productive night talking with you. A lot of new ideas generated, but that will probably take us to the end of this live streaming. 'Cause so far, I haven't seen any questions from you guys, so it's a pity. But I hope when you watch this replay, leave us some comments and let us know what you think. And this will be the end of our live streaming today. We witnessed a very, very remarkable, impressive night of a new record a sales record being set during the Double 11 Shopping Festival in the year 2020, in the year of the pandemic.
Even this making me younger. Very happy.
It's been very, enlightening talking to Professor Wu.
My big pleasure. My big pleasure.
And that will leave us here to the end of this live stream. And guys, leave us a comment later. Thank you for joining us tonight.